folks, here we go. Little test here. I'm going to test this out. Let's see what happens. Setting up our meeting. Okay, I have no people in the Zoom yet, so that's fine. I'm just going to start, and this mostly is a technical experiment, but to start with, I'm going to play a little music for you, and I'm going to share my screen. So this is obviously Art Blakey and the Jazz Messengers, like Someone in Love, and a lot of this has the music, the quarter note triplets I'm referring to. I'm just going to play it. I'm going to get a coffee. Well, that appears to not be working, so I'm not sure why. So that won't work. I'm going to stop sharing. Okay, so I'm going to grab a coffee now. I'm going to make sure this is off so I can't hear myself. Oh, that's why. Let me try that again. Okay. Okay, I'm going to stop right here. I'm going to stop the share and really have no idea what I'm doing. I'm trying to do many technical things at once. So bear with me. I don't have any people in the Zoom, so I'm not sure what's going on there. I'm going to just check Facebook online and see if anybody got a hold of me. Oh, I see somebody in the chat. Hi, Steve. Can you join the Zoom meeting? Here's the invite. I'll send it to you in the chat. Sorry, I've got a lot of things going on here. So here we go. Bear with me, and then I'll get to the meat of the thing. Okay. Streaming info. Here we go. So here is the Zoom meeting information for anybody who's on YouTube. Boom. Okay, so that's that. You don't have to participate at all. In fact, it's unlikely that you need to. But if you do Zoom, join in, I'll at least know that the Zoom link is working. And there we go. Okay. So what you've got in front of you here is hopefully my face and an overhead shot of the piano. So I'm going to just start by going over to the piano and noodling around and getting warmed up a bit. Let me grab my metronome. And the reason I could use some participants is to see, oops. To see whether the sound and the visual is at all in sync. So just watch this for a minute. Like, is that even close or not? Oh. Okay. I see your answer, Steve. That's great. Okay, I'm just going to play a little bit. So bear with me. I haven't warmed up. So the point of the discussion today is that between eighth notes and half notes and quarter notes, there's a value of rhythm that's accurate, that can be played accurately, that lies between those things. And it's especially effective in swing music. And it's a quarter note triplet. But the problem is that people typically learn quarter note triplets like this. And I'm going to put the metronome on slow. 1, 1, 2, a 1, 2, 3, 4. So what you've got is the sound of the hi-hat is the click. So So the thing is, normally quarter note triplets are taught like this: 1, 2, 3, 4. And what you heard there is a whole bar of quarter note triplets starting on beat 1. Okay, but the thing that's funny about jazz and swing time is that's not the way the music feels. The music wants to go from beat 2 to 3 and from 4 to 1. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, da da, 2, 3, 2, 3. So right off the bat, that's over the bar line phrasing. And if you think about what I just played there, it's beat 4 and an upbeat, and beat 2 and an upbeat. And that is exactly where the ride cymbal rhythm goes. 1. Ding, a 1, 2, a 3, 4, a 1. Which is actually 2/3 of the figure I want to talk about today. So downbeat quarter note triplets set you up to sound very square. So, and they're not, it's not that they're not used, but there's this other side of the same coin. So here's the downbeat quarter note triplets. 2, 3, 4. So it's so hard for me to do it because it's so unnatural to me now. 1, 2, 3, 4. Oh, somebody's in the Andrew. Hey, Andrew. So I have one person in the chat here. Okay, there he is. Oh, Andrew, I see you. I hear you. I see that you're unmuted. Okay, so you can lurk there, or you can talk to me. Just say hi if you want.
Can you hear me?
Yes, I can actually. It's great.
Excellent.
Okay, so I'm just gonna go ahead with this. It's not a long time I want to spend on this, but
Nope.
the basic idea is we're doing quarter note triplets, and what we've learned is generally 1, 2, 3, 4. But if one only thinks that that's the only quarter note triplet you can practice, you're really missing out on something. We all are missing out on something. And the reason is that, well, I can tell you exactly when this occurred to me. I was practicing as a kid on my headboard when I was going to bed, and I was going 1, 2, 3, 4. By the way, Andrew, I don't know if any of the image is in sync with the sound. I can't
Yes.
tell. Oh, it is. Great.
Yep.
Oh,
Yep.
fantastic, man. Okay. So if I put this click on, that's my metronome or the hi-hat.
Yep.
Ding, 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 ding. And I realized, everything at that point when I was learning, whatever felt natural sounded wrong. And that felt very natural to me. So I thought, what else could you do with quarter note triplets? So why not start them on beat 2? Why do we have to start on beat 1? That's so obvious. Because everything felt backwards about jazz time to me. I'm talking about 50 years ago. And I thought, if I just do the opposite, kind of like, I don't know if anybody knows the old Seinfeld, where George Costanza just did the opposite of what he thought he should do, and his life improved immediately. That's what happened when I figured this out. So I went like this. Here's the metronome. 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 4. And I couldn't do it because it felt so unnatural. And that's because it never lands where the chord changes or where beat 1 is or beat 3 is. But then I kept at it, and I realized 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 4. That swings. 1, ding, ding, and in fact, that's part of the ride cymbal rhythm. Ding, 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 and the hi-hat falls on 2, and 4. 1, 2, dun.
Yep.
So I've got quarter note triplets already there. If I just plug in one more note, and that's the middle let of the triplet between 1, after 1 and after 3. And if I do that, it sounds like this. 1, 2, 3, 4, So you go from playing like this. And all of a sudden you go, oh my God, that's how to play a slow medium tempo, and how McCoy Tyner comps on Coltrane Plays the Blues, and how and Like Someone in Love with Art Blakey and the Jazz Messengers, Bobby Timmons plays. So you got, so if I play that tune, it's one, two, bum, 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 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 3, 4, 1. So the figure is great, and it has this unusual has this unusual quality that it sounds like you're late or back phrased or really relaxed, but actually it's not. It's accurate. But the reason it sounds like that is every time you're coming over beat 4 to beat 1, you're landing on the middle level of triplet instead of beat 1.
Right.
And that is a late, to the listener's ear, it sounds late, but it's not late. It's a place and time. So 1, 2, 3. So if I was going to practice this, I might try and start on the middle lead of a triplet after 1. I'll put the metronome on again. You can't not use the metronome for this stuff because it keeps you honest. 1, 2, 3. Oops. 1, 2, 3, 4. So if I was walking a bass line, oops. Ding a ding ding a ding. So imagine you're playing a blues like this in the key of C, and you go. So, well, let's back up a smidge. If you were going to try and learn how to play quarter note triplets starting on beat 1 or 2, or sorry, beat 1 or 2, it doesn't matter. There's a way to do it using the piano. So if I start off with F and I do something like this. So beat 2 is the C. And somebody came along and held the F down while I was doing this, I would end up with the G on downbeat of 1, downbeat of 3, and every other triplet eighth note would sound like this. See, I'm using my thumb sliding off the keys there as a placeholder. But literally, if I do it with a student, I dampen the string. So you don't have to have that technical problem of like.
I also I noticed that we in doing that, in displacing the quarter note triplet like that, you're also landing on 2 and 4 on the beat, right? You're going
right. Yeah,
which is like a backbeat in a sense.
It's a back, so you ought to have an automatic backbeat, and you have the right cymbal buried in the rhythm. So how can it not swing if you're accurate?
Absolutely, yeah.
And so
now, what if you combine the two, the displaced one with the on one?
Well, you get best. Well, I have to turn the metronome on.
Well, I guess I meant just in the right hand, kind of going back and forth between.
Yeah, just that happens. So if you listen, we'll try and listen to Bobby Timmons, and often these lines will come out of a triplet eighth note line. So
right.
I gotta stop rushing. See, so a way to do this with that blues line, for example, would be this. Imagine you're going, oh, this is really neat. 1, 2. If you wrote this down, that's just an eighth note line with 2 upbeats at the end.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, but imagine that you started a quarter note triplet on 2, there.
Right.
Okay,
Right.
so I'll do it, and then we'll talk about how you, if you can't do it, how you can practice it.
Mm-hmm.
I'll just stay on the C chord.
Yeah. Yeah.
All of a sudden, it sounded like you came from the street,
Yeah.
not the university.
Okay.
Now, let's say you can't do it. So there's a trick.
I'll play all the triplets.
You play all the triplets with a C as your pedal point and back and forth. So 1, 2, 3. And then you lighten your thumb. And then you have somebody come along and hold this C down while you're doing it. You won't
Right.
hear it, but you'll be whacking your thumb as a placeholder. So I'll try it again with the thumb. And then taking it out.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
It swings like that. So that is a
Yeah.
huge thing, man, and that's it.
Yeah. Yeah.
But it's not taught. That's what gets me about
Right.
this stuff.
Right.
Who talks about this?
Yeah.
So it's simple, except you have to learn to relax into the thing.
Yeah. Yeah.
But the coolest thing is this. Let's say you're playing a tune. This is where it gets really interesting. You're playing a ballad. 2, 3, 4. Like, I don't know. Body and Soul. I don't know. Now let me get my head straight here.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
What's going on there? Oh, somebody just came in. Bill Magnuson. So what's going on there is I'm thinking double time
Oh yeah.
and then doing the quarter note triplet off that double time. And you're hearing
yeah.
displaced triplet eighth notes that are a 16th away from where you expect them.
Yeah.
So,
And it almost sounds like it's free time, but you're actually in rhythm.
yeah, that's right.
Yeah.
And so when you play that securely, your left hand comes down with the rhythm section.
Mm-hmm.
That's the beauty. So I'll try it again. 2. Now I'm thinking ding, ding, a ding, ding.
Oh yeah. Yeah.
Now, obviously, you never do it that long, but that's what I'm
That's how
hearing
you're
double,
feeling.
but I'm not letting you know that. So if I go back to single time, 2, 3, 4, right? And it's
Yeah,
and does that tons as Kenny Barron.
Oh yeah. Yeah.
Short left hand
Right.
and double, like quadruple time.
Yeah,
So
yeah.
this is like crazy how
That's
this
it.
is not discussed. So that's it.
Yeah.
I'm done. I did my whole spiel. It was nice to see you. Where are you, man?
I'm in Kingston, and I've been in that room that you're in.
Oh, of course. Andrew, of course. Nice to see you, man.
I shouldn't say I'm in Kingston. I'm actually in Picton, but
Okay.
yeah,
Oh,
you might. I've been to your place 2 or 3 times.
yeah, right. I remember you now.
Yeah, yeah.
Thanks. It's
I,
weird when you see somebody in a place you don't expect them, right?
well, especially as I happen to be lying in my bed at the moment
Yeah.
because I
That's great.
got myself a back spasm this morning,
Oh no.
just leaning over the bathtub and coughing at the same time.
Oh no, man. It's like you get that age and everything happens like for
Yeah.
no reason, right? Now I have while you're if you don't mind, well,
Oh, did I lose you? I think I lost you there.
Looks like you're now the host.
Oh, I'm the host.
That's what I'm seeing on my end. All right.
Well, something changed there, and I lost the real host.
Maybe we need to leave and sign back in, but I'm not sure.
Yeah, maybe. I don't know if he can get us back or not.
Yeah, I don't know.
It was just about to get interesting.
Well, I think maybe I'm going to leave and then I'll
Yeah,
try to go back in the same link if it works. But I just sort of joined in to see what Mark's up to.
right.
I had taken a few lessons from him
Oh,
down
yeah.
on the beaches years past.
Yeah. I might try the same.
All right, good luck and good luck with your back.
Thanks. You heard about that, did you?
Yeah, I joined in at that part. You take some anti-inflammatories, Advil or something.
You know, I wish I could, but I'm on an anticoagulant, and you can't take those things with an anticoagulant because it.
Oh, you're on Eliquis or something?
Yeah, that type of thing. Yeah,
Right. That's too bad because that's what you need.
that's exactly what I need. Yeah. But I'll be okay. I've been through these before.
All right. I'll see you later.
Okay.
Hello.
I don't know what happened. Oh, are you
Oh,
still there? Yeah, I had it just crapped out on me. Everything went wacky.
yeah.
I don't know what happened. I lost one of my screens and
Yeah. Bill left. I think
yeah,
we were chatting there for a bit.
yeah.
But
Anyway,
yeah, you were about to say something.
well, it was this. I don't know if we ever talked about this at your lessons, if we got this far with this rhythm stuff. But
Oh, the rhythm. Well, I'm actually a drummer
oh,
first
so you
and
would get
foremost.
you'd get all this stuff.
So yeah, and I probably do use it without maybe thinking about it too much. But yeah, I just thought I would. Oh, somebody just jumped
Yeah,
in here.
somebody's coming in. So what I was gonna do, let's see if I can do this with just the one screen. I was gonna restart the computer, but
Oh, okay.
I'm not gonna do that. I'm gonna see if I can put this together because when I learned this figure, I was at school and John Gittens was teaching there,
Yeah.
and he would talk about back phrasing and this kind of feel thing that like Dexter Gordon and guys as they start playing behind the beat, which is a thing.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
But the thing is that it's not always the thing. It's sometimes as simple as playing these reversed quarter note triplets.
Yeah. Yeah.
So here's what I discovered, that I would come in and I would discover on recordings piano players and horn players, but especially you notice it with piano players because it is a percussion instrument. So that they would play this figure, and John would say that's back phrased, and I said, no, John, it's not. It's the triplet. It's that weird backwards triplet. So I've been trying to collect versions of this stuff. So that's what I'm going to do. I'm going to play you. See if we can share the screen here. Okay. This is just for laughs. Share.
You still anticipate the harmony of the next chord.
That's right.
So that's not back phrasing. I mean, that's still phrasing.
That's right. But in terms of rhythmically, it feels, if you're playing only lines and your note happens to land on the upbeat after beat one,
Yeah.
and you hold it
Right.
to the ear of the listener, it's like, where was that?
True.
Especially at more than, like, it's more than medium slow.
Yeah.
Like, it just really feels like 1, 2, 3, 4. What the hell? You know,
Right.
that last thing, 1, 2, 3, 4. Like, it's not a, it just sounds like a late downbeat,
Right.
not a middle lead of a triplet.
Yeah.
And so when you hear Philly Joe Jones does this at fast tempos on the rim, and I've been trying to hunt for my versions of that, and I can't find it.
Right. Right.
I even called Morgan Childs and said, man, you got to tell me, because I hear drummers do it all the time. Anyway, so I'm going to share my screen
Okay.
somehow. How am I going to do this? No, this one?
Are you intending to do some of these and on a regular?
Yeah, but I don't know what happened here. You know, it's just myself. So what do you see now? You see my Facebook screen, right?
Yeah. Yeah.
Okay, good. Okay, so now I'm going to go here. Check this out. YouTube.
I'm happy to be your guinea pig on this.
Okay, well, this is great. This is kind of why I'm doing it, because the other thing is I was trying to do the same thing and stream to YouTube at the same time, which might be too much for
Right.
things.
Right.
But if I go here and I type in, actually, just had it up already queued. So
Well, I see you're a member of Smalls as well.
I'm not a member, but I do go in there. So
You
here's,
stop in sometimes. Yeah.
yeah, it's great.
Yeah.
So here's, sorry. Yeah. We'll skip that. Okay. So now the question is, if I tap along with this track, am I in sync? So that's the first move.
Right. Right.
Well, let's get into the time here. Here comes a tempo.
Okay.
Is it close?
What I'm hearing now is just your clapping or your thumb.
Oh, I didn't share sound. Okay,
Oh, that must be it. Yeah.
Yeah, that's. Ugh. Let me try again. These are the things you forget, right? Share. I didn't click share sound. Here we go. Let's try it again. Okay, I'm going to start. I'm just going to snap on 2 and 4 so you'll know
Okay.
if I'm close. Give me a chance to get into it. Here we go. Is that in sync audibly or?
Sounds pretty good. Sounds
Okay.
pretty good. I'm just trying to see if it was also in.
Yeah, it's going to be delayed, the visual.
Yeah,
So
the
really
visual.
it's about the listening anyway.
Okay.
So
Yeah.
here's the thing. When I teach this to somebody who's not a drummer or who doesn't get the feel,
Right.
y'all sit here on the tabletop.
Yeah.
And I'll see if I can. I'm just tapping quarter notes in my dominant hand, which for me is my left hand, which is convenient for working bass lines. 1, 2, 3, and the right hand's playing. And I'm thinking ding a ding, ding a ding, ding a ding, ding. And I'm trying to be able to leap in anywhere and maintain my quarter notes.
Right.
Now, when we're listening to this arrangement, what we're listening for, it's a great example because you have, not only do you have the regular quarter note triplet, because it has this one, dum, 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 dum. So the 6 quarter notes, the triplets in one bar, but the rest in the first one.
Oh, okay.
That's what the tenor sax does at the piano.
Okay.
But when Bobby Timmons solos, he does the other one.
Oh, okay.
So you got both examples in one track. So I'll try and point it out as we go.
Yeah.
Dun, 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 dun. Okay, so right there is an example of a quarter note triplet starting on beat 1 with the first one being rested. I'll play it again.
Okay.
Dun, 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 dun. 1.
Mm-hmm.
I'll go back a little so we have a running jump. 2, 3. Okay, so we'll keep listening. They do it again later.
Okay.
Here it comes. Same one as before.
Yep.
And then there's this crazy figure.
Oh, yeah.
Okay, so now you have this incredible trumpet solo, which I hate to skip over. I mean, it's the best. One reason is that it starts, think of most solos in your life you've heard. What do? They start off, they're kind of swinging in this single time, and then they double time, they get busier.
Right.
This is exactly the opposite. We may as well listen to it. We're hanging.
Yeah, sure. Yeah.
Here we go. And dig the comping. It's like a march. Boom, boom, boom.
Oh, yeah.
Right? Listen to the
straight.
Yeah, just like hardly, and occasionally 1, 2, 3, bud.
Okay.
Piano, like a long on B4.
Yeah. Almost the way the guitar was played.
Yeah. So this solo is busy. It's like this part. That's all double time.
Yeah.
And now this line. Then there's a bit of single time. That's all flurries of notes. This is all double time. Now he decides to really groove you into the ground. Right here. Listen to the cymbal here. Cymbal. Listen to this part. There's the single time. Listen to this part here, right? Right here. So there's the triplet, the reverse one. Listen right. Back on the time, man. Get to these are 8th note triplets and single 8th notes.
Yeah.
Okay. Press roll. Okay, now there's the figure. 1, 2. Sorry, Siri. Watch what happens. He's intimating it. Here it comes. One, two. Wait, there's one he does it 2 whole bars. 2, 3. Here it comes. There it is. There's one really good one with block chords. Here. Here we go. Here comes. Here comes. Watch. Right here. Here it is. There it is. Unbelievable, man.
An extended one, yeah.
It's the whole long one. Go back
Yeah,
and
it's
listen. Sorry, I'm trying to get this. Just give me a sec here. I'm having trouble with the.
Do you ever use? It just occurred to me, sort of accenting on every 4th triplet, so you're going
Oh, that's beautiful.
da da do do da da do.
Yeah, and you know who does that is Herbie Hancock with the arpeggios in All of Me. Like he arpeggiates 4-note arpeggios
Right.
in triplet time.
Yeah.
So it's always that dance between the duple and the triple that makes the music
Yeah.
interesting, right?
Yeah.
I want to find that spot. Here it comes. Here it comes. But then he ends it on 1, but up.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
So it doesn't let it go. He ends the phrase because it's so much tension.
Yeah. So he resolves that rhythmic tension. Yeah.
Yeah, it's so so that's one. Let me just finish this off here. Just no, it's not playing away. Come on, baby. My computer is being tacked. Oh, I see why. I muted it. I didn't go back far enough. There it is. It's coming out. And then he does it again. 1, 2. There it is. Here it comes. There it is. It's like you can't play a solo like that if you don't know this figure. Okay, so one more example. Blues 2. Actually, I think I can do it better than this. Let me try it this way. So this is even more obvious. So this Coltrane plays the blues.
Oh yeah.
Blues to Elvin, real slow. Sorry, I'm having 2 Elvin. There it is. Ba-de-ga-dee. Here we go. Can you hear it?
Yep.
Okay. So listen to the comping. I'll go forward a bit. And Elvin plays it all the time. So it's there it is.
Yep.
1, 2. There it is on the comping. Then he lands, changes it up too. There it is. When he wants to land on one, he sets up the other one. Let me turn the volume up here. There it is again. There it is again. There it is on the snare drum. That's the other one. I'm just gonna keep doing theirs. 3, 4, and 1, and 2, and there it is. Typically after beat 1.
Yeah.
There it is. The thing is that I'm relaxed they do it, you know. Anyway, you get the idea. It's just you can't play that tempo without knowing that figure.
Yeah.
That's the thing that amazes me. And the cool thing is hearing guys. Oh, I know what to do. Sorry, let me just see if I can fix this up here. Let's just do this. Hey. So 1, 2, 3, 4. I gotta turn the volume down. There it is. That's the one in fours. Bill Evans does it a lot on his solo on what is this thing called Love, but it's so fast that you
Oh,
don't
yeah.
notice it. He plays a lot of this kind of stuff. So if I play faster, you'll hear 1, 2, 1. Sorry, let me find a tempo I can do. 1, 2, 1, 2, 3. He goes. That's one.
Yeah.
That and Philly Joe does the same thing.
Okay. Yeah.
It's crazy. Like they could do it that speed.
At that speed and keep it accurate.
Yeah, keep it. That's so hard to do. Anyway, it's cool, eh? Anyway, enough said, man.
But just on that note, just thinking about things that are hard to do at fast speed and slow speed. Sometimes when I'm comping at a very fast tempo, if you try and play on all the last notes of triplets, like
Oh, wow.
1, 2, 3, 4.
No,
I mean,
you can't do that.
it's weird that you can play that fast if you're just playing like on the beats, but as soon as you're start trying to do it that fast,
Talking about upbeats leading to
yeah,
You can't. Well, for one thing, you can't think of it with triplets. You got to
No.
even out the eighth notes, and
right,
otherwise you're dead, right?
yeah, yeah,
There's
you're
a certain
behind
because
already.
it's not real. You can. It's yes. It's like it's just that's you're gonna lose that battle.
Yet I hear great pianists do that for extended periods, and they're right on the upbeats on every hit, and they're playing
Okay,
and they're
I see.
soloing in the right hand too at the same
Yeah,
time. So
yeah,
are they
but
playing the right hand to their left hand or their
yeah.
left to the right hand?
Well, if you're talking about like you got an idea of the tempo marking that you're talking about, so we
1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 4.
yeah, so that's the Red Garland comping thing. We may have talked about that. I don't remember what we talked about at your lesson, but
Yeah, I think we did a little bit.
yeah, so that's that. And really it's just an upbeat before 1 or 3 and this
Yeah, but I
but
actually
it's not necessarily like depending on how fast it is, not really necessarily a triplet away.
no,
It's sort of a
it's
half,
sort of
a little less than that, a little
something a
it's
little,
closer to an even eighth,
yeah, something
but
somewhere in between.
it all gets spread like that. That roll in the time gets really dumb to try and feel if you go too fast.
Right,
So
right.
there's a lot of play. And the other, here's one for you though. This is like completely wacky, really hard to, off topic, but kind of related. So imagine, because you're a drummer, you would appreciate this concept. So my teacher, John Gittins, had a theory as to how Errol Garner got his time feel, like trying to rationally understand it, which is kind of a mug's game because, as soon as you do that, you're going into stupid territory. But he said he thinks that if you were to do this thought experiment,
Mhm.
you say, okay, I know I can go at this tempo, 2, 3, 4, good day, a shuffle.
Yeah.
Triplets, right?
Yeah.
Okay. So the upbeat is a triplet away from the following downbeat.
Yeah.
Done. So
Right.
now imagine you could play chord notes in your left hand.
Yeah.
And do that. You'd have some say ba-do, right?
Yeah.
But imagine you played eighth notes in your right hand, but don't start them on a downbeat. Start them on that upbeat.
Oh, okay.
Da-do, 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 da-do.
Right, right.
Start even eighth notes, starting on a triplet that's an upbeat before the beat,
Right.
Start even eighth notes. But I did in Logic a computer program. Like
Oh yeah. Yeah.
I did it. It sounds like Errol Garner.
Oh, there-
But
really?
yeah, so typically it happens this way. See if I can do it. It's really hard to do. So you have to start your line. I'll speed it up a little, makes it easier.
Yeah.
It's too hard, man. You get, I've got, occasionally I get it right.
Yeah.
But basically that's, now it's easier to do playing octaves and a full chords because that slows you down.
Oh yeah. Yeah.
So
Yeah.
that's why I think it happens with Errol, because that's where it sounds like he's doing that. What you feel is this fight
Right.
between the left hand
Yep.
and the right hand.
Mm-hmm.
It's not this.
Yeah.
Although he can do it like that too.
Yeah.
And you know, we had, when we were at York, we had Keeter Betts and Bobby Durham up. Anyway, Keeter Betts played bass with Errol Garner.
Oh yeah.
And he said, like, and John Gittins asked him about what was it like to play with Errol. And he said, oh, it was so, well, great, obviously, but what was it like time-wise? He says, all you had to do is never, whatever you do, just watch his left hand and do not listen to anything he does in his right hand for time.
Oh right.
You will be hopelessly lost.
Yeah. Yeah.
And then he said, just ignore the right hand and play with the left hand, and it'll be perfect. Anyway, okay, I gotta stop now. Great to see you, Andrew.
And you too. Yeah.
Okay, man,
Yeah.
I mean, anyway, maybe I'll do this again sometime.
I just happened to be looking at Facebook and it came up and there you were. And I thought, well, I'll give it
Well, I appreciate you coming out, man. It's